Hello. There. I don't need these little guys. Right there. Howdy, howdy. I feel like my camera's in the wrong spot. I don't know if anybody's gonna pop on. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on. I'm not sure what I'm doing, if I'm actually even doing a project. Hello, Mr. Cal. I gotta put these away. I was sitting in here. I figured I'll pop on, see who else is around, say hi. That is not ready to go back on its backer. These are the transfers that we used to make this the other night. So I'm gonna put the little, I still have to heat set it. I'm not sure if I'm adding legs or not. I think I might mess it up if I add legs, but like that green bird's way off the branch, but all of them are kind of above the branch. I feel like they need feet, but I feel like I feel that if I try to add them, it's gonna look funny and not work. Right now it works because nobody has legs. Hey, Buttercup. Hello, Miss Tori. So I will heat set that, and then I will probably hang it up over here. Yeah, I did flip my camera. Okay. Just making sure. Did you register, Buttercup? You were supposed to do that. And you're supposed to go to storage, but that's another topic. Let me look at the rosters. Hello, Miss Florence. How are you? Where? I can't even find my own page. I mean, I'm on my page. But I hit a button to go to another screen and Facebook hates me since then. Oh, the home button's at the top, but that's my own. Facebook hates me. That's my personal home page, not my 34 Designs Crafts page, which is where I'm supposed to be. It's where I'm going live from. See, Facebook doesn't like me. Did you work tonight, Florence? Okay, there we are. Now I can read your comments over here without, like, you know, blinding myself. All right, let me put these pieces back on. Like I said, I really don't know if I'm actually doing a project, if I'm just hanging out with y'all for a bit. Who knows? I had to come in here, so figured I'd pop on. When do you go back in tomorrow? Or do you? Is it another 7 to 4 shift? Because you actually got to come home and relax for a bit, sounds like. Maybe. Now, I'm just not like randomly throwing these on here. Because I cut these apart with my X-Acto, I can see a little bit of where I cut on these sheets. You probably, let's see, where's one? There's one right there. See what it's got? If I bend it, you can see the line. And then there's another one right there. So it's scored a little bit. So that's how I know where they go back. Now these two looks like they're the same size, so I think the birds were over here and the words were on the side, and the words on the actual transfer go down at the bottom, usually. Hello, Melissa. 2 to 11. Oh wow, you actually get to sleep in. or do something else. But then you have to work late tomorrow. Well, it is Monday. All right, so got those out of the way. I had the board with Kelly on it. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And I don't know where it's at. I was going to play with that, but I don't know if I'm going to. Those boards wanted to jump out and get used. Not today. Hi, Lori. Oh yeah, I would never miss a in-person event for Chalk Couture if possible. Off Tuesday. Woohoo! All right, Florence. I get an order tomorrow of my spring release, celebration suite mini catalog. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, so I'll have those, but I won't get to show them till I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. Hello, Miss Nancy. All right, there's a bunch of you on, and I haven't even shared this out. Okay, so this is the transfer, or the project we did whenever it was, Thursday night. Okay, I put my little birds down here. They're the autism awareness colors, thanks to Kelly. But I kind of put them a little bit higher than where they belonged on the branch. Like the green one's kind of noticeable. He's like floating. Do I add feet? Or do I leave them hanging out above the branch? I kind of am afraid to add feet, that it might ruin them. They're all kind of like doing their bird thing, and you just kind of like, it's an imaginary, the feet are there. Same with the eyeballs and the little wings and stuff. You can see I made one into a cardinal. I think leaving the feet off might be better, so I'm afraid to mess it up, because I like the way it turned out. Well, I was going to draw them with the marker, but that's why I'm afraid I'm going to mess them up. I'm just really worried I'll mess them up. Where is that green banner? I still need to fix this. Add feet, add feet. Y'all are scaring me with the add feet. And this is my project in the works. I don't know what to do with this. I need pixie sprays. Yeah, I'm gonna have to debate on that. Half of me says put feet, and then the other half of me is like, but don't ruin it. Add them, but just don't screw it up. Yeah, so anyway, that's gonna hang over here once I get it done. I'll hang up there. I was putting the birds on, and Kelly suggested to do, because I was like, I want to do a cardinal, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should put yellow birds, and I wasn't going to put 4. And Kelly suggested doing the autism awareness colors, and so I did. But it works out, like the saying, works out perfectly for autism as well. Because there's so many people that find their niche, find their spot, and just excel and are amazing. Hi, Kara. And people on the spectrum, that is. But people in general, too. But yes, so I thought that the saying worked really well for autism awareness. Okay. Well, there you go, Nancy. You wouldn't have noticed. Thank you. So maybe I'll leave them off. I may revisit that. Is that Kelly? No, that's an... Okay, well, we may use this board. All right. See, I have this... I was looking for... Maybe we'll do that. I kind of want to play with one transfer, not that one. But that board's too big. We're going to take our extra fries off. Oh, cool. Hi, Samantha. I have a friend that I used to work with, like a long time ago. And we're friends on Facebook, but we really, we're friends on Facebook. That's about it, because we knew each other in the past. And one of his children is autistic. And I don't know what her real name is, but she's Happy. Like, they call her Happy. That might be her real name. I don't know. Yeah, it does look like McDonald's. That's how I did it. Yes, I did it for McDonald's because everybody recognizes that. But her name is Happy. And I don't care if she has a real name or not. Happy is the perfect name for her. I see photos of her all the time, and she just exudes happiness. So anytime he posts, and she's included, I take a look at the post because it's just a good feeling. And I'm trying to grab my metal ruler so I don't knock over everything else. There. All right, so this is our star welcome tile, or welcome star tile. Duh, it's on it. Welcome Star Tile. See, the names are on the bottom. So we're gonna cut that apart. Oh yeah, I can make up something, or we can figure it out. I'll have to think about that though. Mother's Day, that's a couple weeks away. We can figure that out. So I'm just going to cut this apart, and then we're going to play with it. Because Chalk Couture has now gone, and all our patterns, they didn't used to be able to match up. Now they have them where you can match up one side to the other side and it continues the pattern. Previously it didn't, which was a problem if you were doing a really large piece. Now you can match them up. So we're going to play with this. All right, let me get rid of this. We're just going to spray some water on here. And this is not going to probably have any ghosting. Maybe the red. I bet the red does. Because this has not been on here that long. I do like to have it sit a little bit. So if you have popped on, and I haven't shared this out, so it should only be people on my page. Share this out into Facebook land if you are not a Chalk Couture designer, because we can't share other designers' lives. But my name is Vicki. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. And we're just taking off this. And we're going to put a new design on here. Now, if you wanted to, you can save this paste. It's just dried paste. I have little containers. That's actually ink in there, but I have containers that I put sometimes my dry paste back in. Like that would be probably a mauve color by the time it mixes together. I'm not going to keep that though. Get that. See, there's still like a bunch of red on there, and I know there will be, so I'm going to spray it again. Grab my towel. But the nice thing about the paste scraper, which has been out. Did that come out last year? Yeah, it did. Wow. That thing's amazing, by the way. Before we had our paste scrapers, we would have to spray it with water and then like rub it, and it made the biggest mess coming off. Like, see, there's still some pink on there. But we would have to use a lot of paper towels, and I felt like I was always wasting a ton of paper towels. Now it's usually like 2. The one that I'd previously used at the end of my live the other night, so it was not, like, it was already recycled. And then this one. But before, it was towel after towel after towel. Now it's just like 1 or 2 at the most. Da-da-da. Saving it. What am I saving? Yeah, that came out. This came out at Leadership last year. Because we didn't have ChalkCon. So it came out at Leadership in Scottsdale, where everybody got Leadership flu. Alright. And I normally would just throw that on there and go for it, but I want to try matching this up, and that's wet. But I am going to fuzz this because it's super sticky. Oh yeah, I'm not going to save that one. I have a whole pile of pastes, jars, like actual like jars of paste. So right now I don't need to save any of those mixed up colors unless it's a really beautiful color that I like. I have just all sorts of shades going on right now that a lot of it's the older paste that I need to use up. So we're going to use them up. Because I want to get into all my new Creamy Dreamy formula. And I'm not going to unless it's a really important piece that I'm making for somebody, or that I don't want to fight with the old paste. And I'm going to use up the old stuff first. Alright, how do I want to do this? I kind of want to... I'm just playing here, so... And I'm going to have to clean this transfer. Alright, well, we're just going to do it side to side. I'm not really worried about putting welcome on it. I just want to make sure these are matched up. And see if they actually connect. Hey, hey, Miss Kelly! No, I have not done wood burning yet. I still haven't done etching. I still haven't even taken it out of its little wrap. Okay, Kelly. Here. We've been having a discussion. I'm letting it sit. Okay, so our little birds. I noticed they're not actually hanging out on the branch. Like, part of me says to put feet on them with the chalk marker. Part of me says not to put feet on it because, one, it might look funny or I might mess it up. But that it also is kind of implied, just like their eyeballs and their beaks and the little, like their wings. So I kind of think no feet. It's just kind of implied. What do you think, Kelly? And this turned out really well. I still have to heat set it. All right, we're going to use some color. Is this open? Oh, it is. We're going to use something. Which one's retired? Morning Sky Well, I have another one. No feet, unless I add eyes and the other stuff. Kelly, I love you. Sounds good to me. All right, we're gonna use Ocean Mist because this one, Morning Sky, is retired. I have an extra one, but we're gonna save that because I'm just goofing around right now. And we're gonna use Ocean Mist on this. Now I am gonna stir it up. You might notice that it's got water sitting on the top of it, and it's got where it's separated. So that needs to be stirred back up in here, and this is a very full jar. You got a ghost over there. What ghost? What ghost are you talking about? Oh, I don't have a ghost over there. I have extra paste. Colors that were retiring that I loved and bought an extra one, like Forget Me Not. Absolutely gorgeous color. And I have a brand new, my one that I'd had open, just finally the bottom of it died. There was just this much left. And I had to toss it. But I have a brand new jar that I haven't opened, and I'm saving it for a very special, very special project. I will know that whenever it hits me in the next 5 years. All right. So yes, this one is a little bit thick. It will still work fine. I really can't add too much more water because it won't fit in this jar. And we're just going to use the squeegee on here. Yeah, I was looking at my pile of paste. And I'm trying to figure out what that one color is. I don't know. Oh, that one's not clumpy lumpy. That's actually smooth. It's just thicker. All right, so we are going to put some paste on here and go across it. And I just goofed, which is fine. It's chalk paste, completely removable. It is non-toxic. Kiddos can use it. You can get it on your hands or whatever. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna wipe that off. It doesn't take much at all. Most of that goes right back in the jar. And you'll see I have a line right there. See that? We're going to take that off. But I'm going to let that... Actually, I have another one on the side. I missed both of them. But I'm going to clean this first. Because I need to use it again to do the other half of this, right? So this is my crappy towel. And I am just going to put this on here and give a little spray with water. Normally I take these to the sink and clean them in the sink. Much easier in my opinion, but we will just do this in here because it works. What do you do with those retired colors, Nancy? Are you just keeping them separated so you know which ones are retired? And not using them on lives, or what? This also fuzzes it. And this side should be fine. I need to wash my towel though. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a minute. See, I thought about that, but part of me is also like, Well, that's when the color is retiring and you really like it. You really need to buy it. So where I went over the edge of the transfer, I am just taking the damp part of that towel and wiping it away. And I left a line. There. All right. So let's get this dry. And it's a good thing I don't need to worry which side's which, because I don't know which side I just used. I just did it. I do need to make sure that's dry though. After using that quick draw tool, this is so loud. But I haven't got an extension cord, a proper extension cord to use it with. So I'm not using it yet. Now since I'm going to put the transfer back on here, and part of it's going to overlap this design, I want to make sure this is completely dry. Otherwise it'll pull it back up when I lift it off. Put that welcome sign on here. I have a string from my towel. And I just put it right back on there. Peeled it off. Put it right back on. All right, so oh, look at that. It does line up perfectly. Looky there. That is awesome. Now I'm not worried about going all the way across. I'm just trying to line up to make sure it works right. And I think this side should line up with that as well, right? Yes, it does. Perfectly. Okay. Yeah, that cord's a little short. That's the only problem with it. But I bet they had to do that for like FCC, or it's not FCC, that's radio. Whatever the regulation is for electronic type stuff. All right, I think we're on there. I may not be, but I think I am. So we're gonna push down, get rid of the bubbles. We're gonna hope we're matched up. Yeah. We're gonna get our paste and go back across. You will see me flipping from side to side. That's because I've got paste up on the top of my squeegee that I'm smushing down instead of just dipping back in my jar as much, because there's plenty of paste on here. I'm just not using my squeegee very well tonight. And I'm pretty sure I have a bubble right there. And if you have a bubble underneath your screen, usually it makes kind of a blob when you pull it off. It's just not the same texture. Okay, I'm slightly off. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it. No, not really. There. You can see the difference of dry and wet. See how one's darker? This is the dry side. And you can see how much darker it is. This side's dry. So you can see in the middle it's got a darker side and a lighter side. The new Creamy Dreamy paste, which is the new reformulated, is all supposed to be the same color when it dries. I haven't really tried that. All right, I need to get these over here. I'm going to dry that real quick. It's not perfectly lined up, there's just a slight line. And we're going to fix that. Or make it not so noticeable. Because you can do that. If I wanted to, I could use my detail tool and kind of like cover it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something else. But I have to make sure the wet side is dry, otherwise my transfer will pull up what's down here. Yeah, it looks really good. Because now I'm seeing it on the laptop. It looks good. And hey, it's got a few little, like, you know, issues. Just shows it's handmade. Alright? I'm fuzzing this on my shorts because I don't want to find my fuzzing. Oh, it's right there. You can use your shorts, you can use your shirt. All right, so I have that little line right there. We're just going to take our welcome and we're going to put it over and kind of center our welcome over that line. And then we're going to take our coral, which needs to really be stirred up. That's a detail tool. It needs to be stirred up. Most of my paste have water sitting on the top of them because I did do paste maintenance a couple weeks ago, and I sprayed some water back on the top of them before I closed them up just so they wouldn't dry out as quickly. So this one needs a little stirring as well. This is Couture Coral. It's our mainstay pink color. And I'm actually just going to use the multi-tool to go over on this because it's already got it on it. All right. And because I'm putting it back on, I got too much paste, where I just put another paste. I'm going to do this fairly quick because otherwise it will get that paste wet and pull it back up. So we're going to do this fairly quick because I don't want to pull that back up, right? I'll put that in my tray. We'll wash it afterwards. I'm going to move that over here. We're going to close this up. That's a little wet because my paste was a little thin. But we're going to dry that as well. Actually, I'm going to let that air dry for a minute. Just because it's a little bit thinner, I don't want to put the air on it and go... It's not an acrylic pour painting. Actually, we're just going to use one of these. So I'm going to clean my squeegees up. This is the towel that I used a while ago. So see, I'm recycling it again. To clean my squeegees. See, quick and easy. That one's already clean. This one's dried a little bit, so it's going to take a little bit more effort. This towel is actually damp. That one's clean. See? I really try not to waste paper towels. And that is good to go. That one's clean. All right. Dries pretty quick. Alright, so there is our welcome star tile, and you can't see the line. I mean, you kind of can. In the W, you can see where it splits, but it's not really noticeable. Yay! I love continuous patterns. That is so awesome. So then this would fit in the board and base, or the base to the board and base, like that. And these go vertically or horizontal. Just depends on the way you do your transfers. So that would sit in there. Ta-da! But I like my macaroni here. So that's going back in there. What are you doing, dog? All right. But yes, da-da-da, the pattern repeats. I am very happy about that. Yay. And that goes for the larger patterns too, that people use on tables and pillowcases and things like that. Like this is just a small one. I wasn't getting into the big one right now. So that's it tonight. I just was playing around, checking in with you, and so there we go. That is it for tonight. If you have any questions about Chalk Couture, make sure to send me a message. You can put it in the video, or you can send it to me direct. I totally didn't put anything on here. And I didn't even switch to my name. Hold on. Let me switch this over to myself. And there's my YouTube channel, so if you want to subscribe to that, that would be nice. And I think that's it. I'll send this over to my MVP group, which is where I run specials and discounts. All right, that's it for tonight. I am going to log off, go clean that transfer up, and I will catch y'all later this week. I'm not sure if it'll be tomorrow or when, but I will have new goodies next time I log on. Woohoo! Catch y'all later. Bye.